Okay, so today I'm going to give you some high-level nutrition, biologic, muscle fiber building information in a condensed 5 minutes.
Go ahead, put the new system in starting January, and boom, it hit 12,000 last month. Wow.
Bang.
Awesome, brother.
This is for everybody starting out and advanced will get this. And at the very end of the final video on YouTube, I have 3 immense diamonds that I found from an incredible, great superstar that in my entire 25 years of physical fitness, Fury have never heard repeated.
It's built on strong foundational beliefs and habits, and here are 5 key points.
One thing I learned as a adolescent cultivator is plant fiber also builds on resistance. So we want to diversify our diets over time. We build up nutritional diversity is right. We want to better source our diets. I talk a lot about this on other sites, and the links to those are in my bio.
Face challenges as opportunities to learn. Failure is not an end. You know, you could go for a run every day around your block, but if you go for a run around a different block, now you're starting to think differently. Now you're starting to raise your vibration with everything that you do. So, that's just the myth. I'll write about it. I'll expose it. You know, and that was
Muscle fibers don't just build from weighted resistance. They build from contact resistance as well. So I always make striking and also striking with the weapon so you think to grab one in the case of need, and you're resourceful regarding your environment, but also the shock patterns and the contact shocks that the body builds up to are immense. Plant fibers do the same thing. You can have a plant species that normally wouldn't have features such as bark or very thick stem or trunkish, but if you place them on the top of a very windy hill, or they have whatever hardcore resistance, those fibers, all these fibers in biology are very important. Why do I talk about fiber? Also, it is the thing that boosts and activates your gut microbiome. So bloating, all these physical features are actually just outer representations of the body's true motor, right? The stomach's the motor. So you want to put the right gasoline, and you want to have the stellar microflora of bacteria that's diversely populated and well stimulated. Soft foods, smothering it all the time is not that. Cruciferous vegetable fiber states are what give that super activation. Also, living chemicals, electric food that still has the chlorophyll and the photosynthetic essences in it is ideal food. Chemical agriculture produce, processed industrial foods, obviously it should be avoided, most of which the oils. So organic butters, animal fat butters, coconut oil, and olive oil you can cook with, right? In the gym, you want to be doing 2 weeks at a minimum, really 4 weeks of super calisthenic, absolutely high rep, lots of bands, lots of cables, rep screens of 30 to 100, okay, and really build up the joints. Follow the book of physical therapy on joint repairs and just build up killer joints, and from that have extremely powerful hooks, and your little muscles are ready to do the big muscle work. And that's incredibly important, okay, to do it the right way. You'll avoid injury, and in the long run, you'll be stronger than guys who skip that step. You do want to stretch. You want to stretch constantly. In between every set is definitely a stretch. You know, to fight a guy who's got knockout power, you might roll those dice, but when you know that this guy's going to be all over you and he's not going to stop, and he's just got crushing stamina, and he's just going to be beating you up in every way the entire time, and his chance of gassing you is almost for sure. You don't want to mess with a guy like that. People just don't want to deal with that, right? They're not even going to roll those kinds of dice. So it is in your optimal, that grueling intensity where you get your best metaphysical benefits and your best physical benefits. And starting out, that needs to be high rep, lightweight, okay? Then you move in to the other stuff. Don't forget what I said about muscles can build on contact. So Kung Fu actually has this striking of the arms where, because a bone will just break, but a muscle can build from contact. So you can build up iron fingertips, iron forearms, that can black weapons, right? That are just very stable and sturdy. As natural beings, not little sissies separated and living our city life, we need to be strong in every possible way that we know of, knowing half the battle. So this information channel is important, and I want to build a little Spartan following, a small circle. It doesn't need to be big. In fact, I prefer whoever's cosmically guided in, you know, much more than ads campaign, Fallout, and all that kind of stuff. For this particular real deal, completely authentic channel, and my reason that I'm really going to talk about anymore, that's very, very deep. We all want to go high, but first, you must go deep.